superpowers are cool. Imagine having the speed of the Flash, the strength of the Hulk, or the healing powers of Deadpool. It would be awesome, right? But they aren't just restricted to traditional comic book superheroes. Even Disney characters possess such amazing abilities. Look at Elsa from Frozen. She has cryokinetic abilities. Look at Rapunzel from Tangled. Her magical hair is prehensile and can absorb the sun's rays and use its power to heal herself and others. But there are other, less obvious powers that are possessed by Disney characters, and that's what this video is all about. Here are 10 Disney movie characters with secret superpowers. Anna from Frozen. Unlike her older sister Elsa, Anna was born without magic, thus lacking any sort of enchanted abilities. According to Frozen's directors Jennifer Lee and Chris Buck, Anna's superpower is the strength and purity of her loving heart. However, we're pretty sure that she secretly possesses super strength. Now, Anna's super strength is hardly at a Hulk-like level, but she's done things like accidentally tossed a stone statue bust clear across a room, effortlessly thrown a sack full of axes and carrots like it was nothing, sent a wolf flying, pulled Kristoff up a cliff, kicked Olaf's head high into the air, and knocked Marshmallow out with a tree. That's not the kind of strength typically associated with a petite female. Mowgli from the Jungle Book. The fact that Mowgli from the Jungle Book effortlessly communicates with every living creature he comes into contact with isn't questioned by audiences, but when you think about it, he quite clearly possesses a superpower. Mowgli can talk to both humans and animals alike, something that is generally considered to be a superpower in the world of superheroes. Take Aquaman, for example. The fact that he can communicate with sea life isn't just shrugged off as normal, it's considered to be one of his powers. Mowgli shouldn't be treated any differently in that regard. Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Like the aforementioned Mowgli, the Little Mermaid's Ariel possesses a very obvious superpower that kind of goes under the radar, in spite of the fact that it happens before the audience's very eyes on numerous occasions. She can breathe both on the land and under the water. Again, we make reference to Aquaman, whose ability to do both is undoubtedly classed as one of his superpowers thanks to his Atlantean physiology, and Ariel should be given the same courtesy on that front. Pinocchio from Pinocchio. The wooden puppet turned real boy Pinocchio possesses what is undoubtedly the most useless and downright inconvenient superpowers in this video, but it should definitely be considered a superpower given how many weird and wacky traits and abilities are considered as such in the world of comic books. And that's an inbuilt ability to detect lies. Whenever Pinocchio tells a fib, his superpowered nose can sense that he's being untruthful and grows accordingly. It would be a lot more useful, however, if it worked for other people and not just himself. Peter Pan from Peter Pan. Peter Pan is, of course, the boy who never grew up. He lives his life as a child as the leader of the Lost Boys in Neverland, but that's really where most people's thoughts on that subject come to an end. They don't really think of it as a superpower, but it really is. You might not look at him like that. You probably just see him as a kid and nothing more, but his whole never growing up shtick actually equates to immortality. It might not be immortality in the true sense. If you cut his head off, he'd die, unlike someone like Deadpool. But he'll never naturally age, which is seen as a superpower in the comic book world. Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. When you think of Winnie the Pooh's friend Tigger, the kind of words that spring to mind are probably things like energetic, animated, adventurous, bouncy, and attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. But does superpowered come to mind? We doubt it. Well, Tigger possesses no less than 2 superpowers. First of all, he possesses super endurance, the kind Wolverine and the Hulk would be proud of, as he never stops moving and doesn't seem to tire. But he also possesses a super jump, again reminiscent of the Hulk, as he can leap huge distances using his tail. Merida from Brave. Merida is the Scottish princess from Brave who dreams of following her own path and living her own life. She's headstrong, free-spirited, and something of a tomboy. But did you also consider the fact that one of her amazing abilities is basically a superpower? Think about it. Merida's marksmanship with a bow and arrow is right up there with that of Hawkeye's, and his is enough to give him the status of a superhero. Merida has near-perfect aim of a level that is near impossible in the real world, so it simply has to be considered a superpower. Or, at the very least, a super ability. The Genie from Aladdin. It goes without saying that the Genie from Aladdin has amazing magical powers. He's a genie after all. But the fact that his wish-granting abilities allow him to warp the very fabric of reality means that he can actually grant himself any superpower he wishes. He is able to mimic the voice and appearance of other characters, kind of like Mystique from the X-Men. He can alter his size to tiny or massive proportions, just like Ant-Man/Giant Man. And he can use his reality warping abilities to conjure items out of thin air, just like the Mask. And that's just a few examples of what he's capable of. Hulk from the Avengers. Now, this might be considered cheating, but Marvel is owned by Disney, so its movie characters are essentially Disney characters, which brings us to the Hulk. Hulk is known for his incredible super strength and durability, but he also seemed to possess a much stranger ability in 2012's The Avengers. After the titular team's epic final battle against the Chitauri in New York, Tony Stark laid in the middle of the city appearing to have died. However, with a powerful roar, the Hulk miraculously revived Stark, suggesting that he possessed some sort of crazy resurrection breath, or something.
What just happened?
Captain America from the Avengers. Sticking with Marvel, when you think of Captain America, you think of a man enhanced to the peak of human physical conditioning. You don't think of him for his mind. But the fact is, Steve Rogers was also enhanced to have super intelligence. Think about it. Prior to his transformation into Captain America, he was just a skinny kid with no military experience. But all of a sudden, he was leading teams of soldiers into battle with intricate military tactics. Moreover, he's the man trusted to lead the Avengers and form strategies against enemies as mighty as the Chitauri and Ultron. His brain was definitely enhanced to superhuman levels as well. Thanks for watching our video of 10 Disney movie characters with secret superpowers. Did you enjoy this video? Do you know of any other Disney characters who are hiding amazing abilities? Have your say in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more great videos like this one.